I actually had a moment like this. I became a meme in the Trump election. Can you pull up the Trump backflip video? You guys covered it. You guys lambasted me for it. I was all over everything. Vice wrote articles about me. Everybody from both sides saw this video, and I had that moment of clarity. That was the turning point for me. That is when I became an info warrior, when I saw myself on the internet and all over TV just acting like a complete idiot.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
I have to say that I have a bit of a personal rock and a hard place that I'm in right now psychologically, and I'd like to get Allie's take on this too, because he may be like me, he may be different, where I've always been the type of person, believe me, ask my parents, where if you tell me not to do something, like I'm going to figure out a way how to do it. I've always kind of been that way, and you can call it whatever you want. So for me, it's like, the more you tell me not to support Trump, the more you try to intimidate me out of my free speech to support Trump, the more inclined I am to wear the Trump 2020 shirt in public, the more inclined I am to wear the Make America Great Again hat in public. But there's another thing, which is where this has reached a blockade for me, which is, you know, I like to be able to go out in public and just not deal with it. You know, I like going out. I like going out to dinner. I like going out to a bar. I like being a socialite. I always have been that way. And when you kind of step out there and do the public support for Trump or do an InfoWars show, it becomes harder to just be able to go out and have a good time neutrally. So I've always kind of had that rock and hard place. But Allie, I don't know about you, but I'm like to the point now where when Maxine Waters comes out and says harass these people, I'm like, bring it on, baby. Like, okay, you want to harass me? I'll put my hat on. Come harass me. I'm going to film the entire thing. So I'm like breaking, like that whole rock and hard place is starting to break for me. But what about you, Allie? I mean, what do you think about this? Is it time to be more public for Trump? How do we fight back against this?
You know, I think hell yeah. I say, you know, it's time for us to get more public. I've only worn my Trump hat out in public maybe 2 or 3 times. But yeah, after those Maxine Waters comments, I was like, I dare somebody. You know, you want to take out your phone and you want to, you know, ball up your fist, but, you know, you got to be prepared for these situations, and we can't let them chill us. I mean, this is literally, and what we're watching right now is literally just a propaganda war. You know, sure, there have been some small skirmishes, mostly the left trying to attack the right in violent ways, but you're watching a propaganda war, and the first person who wins that is going to have the narrative. And so in order to not cede any ground there, we've got to wear our MAGA hats. We've got to talk about, you know, going on InfoWars. I'll never forget when I announced, okay, well, I'm going to have my first appearance on InfoWars. I mean, the Never Trumpers were foaming at the mouth. And I thought, well, who should we not be talking to? We are literally under threat. Our lives are all under threat, you guys and us. Why shouldn't we be talking to everybody? You know, and I just thought, okay, well, F you, I'm going to do this now a couple times a week. This is fun. And so I think I'm of the same motto, and it's just like, you know, F you, let me do what I want. I want to be an American. There's no point in fighting this political battle if we can't also live free.
Well, and if you're really going to come up to me and tell me that I'm a Nazi because I'm wearing a Trump hat, then I'm going to put a camera in your face and I'm going to get YouTube gold. Like that's kind of where it's reached for me, where it's just like, but maybe that's what they need. Maybe they need to see their own insanity like filmed. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they need to see how crazy they are and watch that and then kind of take a step back and have reality hit them in the face.
Yeah, I think most Americans don't want to see themselves be ugly. So I think that you got to confront them like, hey, this is what your demon looks like. You know, you're foaming at the mouth, you're screeching. I mean, there's all these clips, you've seen them, all these memes of these, you know, liberals on these campuses like screaming, taking off their clothes, burning stuff. I mean, this is not normal, the times that we're in. And I'm convinced that, yeah, we need to show these people what they look like and introduce shame. I'm actually convinced that God stores a lot of information inside of our DNA. And I think that shame is one of the, it's like a good magic and a bad magic. The media uses shame to convince us to do stuff against our nature. And we ought to use shame like our parents use shame, like our grandparents use shame. in a way to correct us back to our nature. And so we ought to shame the left before they get violent.
No, actually, scientifically, you're 100% accurate. So much of our lineage and our ancestry is stored in the DNA. That's kind of, if you want to talk about human evolution, I mean, that is the human evolution, is learning from the stored information from thousands and thousands of years of procreation. And then also, you know, some of that information is stored in the gut too. And that's why they say, you know, go with your gut, because a lot of that experience. But that's the thing that they've done now, where public shaming is like a tactic that's totally lost. You know, you're not allowed to publicly shame anymore. I think that public shaming actually needs to come back. That's one way to kind of, like you said, because it's stored in the DNA, and it might not be in the immediate past, but once they start to see the public shaming, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't want to be the next person that gets embarrassed in a Trump video saying that Trump's a racist, and then I can't answer why.
Right, saying something that's not true, and that's what we need to do. We need to hearken back to these first principles. I want to make my mom proud. I want to make my dad proud. I want to find a spouse. I want to build a home. When I die, I want more people to say positive things about me than negative things about me. So I'm convinced that, you know, if we think about fear, if we think about shame, if we think about honor, if we think about legacy, if we start thinking about these old tools and start using them, not for our own benefit, but for the benefit of the truth, then we'll win. I think that the truth is extremely potent.
All right, let's slip in a call here. Ali Alexander on the air with me here on the War Room. Let's go to Trevor calling in from Wisconsin. Go ahead, Trevor. Trevor, are you still there? Go ahead.
Yes, it's actually Tyler, but I'm still here. I'm so glad you guys are talking about this. And I don't know if the crew can pull something up, but I actually had a moment like this. I became a meme in the Trump election. Can you pull up the Trump backflip video? You guys covered it. You guys lambasted me for it. I was all over everything. Vice wrote articles about me. Everybody from both sides saw this video, and I had that moment of clarity. That was the turning point for me. That is when I became an info warrior, when I saw myself on the internet and all over TV just acting like a complete idiot.
Wait a second. Trevor, hold on. I want to get a little more background of this, because I didn't plan this call. You didn't even have this mentioned, and we happen to be talking about this. And then, so what is the name of the video? I don't even remember it.
Trump backflip. If you YouTube Trump backflip, you'll see me. It's a 40-second clip. You guys put it at the end of a video about how idiocracy has become the world, and I was the end of it. I was the very tail end of how the world has become idiocracy. And do you know how humiliating that was? That was a moment of clarity right there. That was it. You were right. You guys nailed it. And I can't believe that this happened right now at the end of the War Room. We're sitting here. You happen to take my call in the middle of this. It's telling me there's bigger forces.
Synchronicity.
Wait. Hey, Tyler. So was that day you were wearing yellow aviator sunglasses and a purple, like, paisley button-up shirt?
Yes. I looked like an idiot.
There it is. Never Trump activist unhinged. Backflips with FU, fat, explicit. And then you're jumping around, you attempt the backflip, and you land on your face?
Yes, that's me. It's me, and it's humiliating.
This is actually an incredible call.
You know what? But you know what? I'm glad it happened, because from that day forward, I saw all the articles written about me, and I saw how the media manipulates everything. And how
okay, all right. Tyler, right?
Yes.
Guys, hey, Tyler, I'm going to put you on hold. We're going to get your personal information here. I want to this is actually amazing that this caller happened in this segment. This is actually incredible, guys. Put Trevor on hold. Let's get Tyler lined up for a Skype interview. Maybe. I think that would be a lot more powerful to have Tyler on Skype with the we can actually have his face next to the video. Wow, Ali, how about that for a phone call? That is, you literally just like channeled like radio gods, like pew pew pew, and then we took the perfect call.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Staying healthy on the go is just as important as staying healthy at home. But sometimes supplements don't work fast enough. That's why InfoWars Life has created a powerful new addition to the Super Blue line, Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle. Available in 1 ounce, 3.5 ounce, and 16 ounce bottles, Immune Gargle is perfect for the bathroom, kitchen, or wherever you go. The incredible new purifying formula is dentist recommended for daily use whenever you feel like you need to stay clean. As a powerful hand purifier or oral cleansing formula, just a small spray will help you stay clean when you feel surrounded by toxins. With powerful yet simple ingredients, Immune Gargle features Silver Sol Nano Silver for a powerful cleansing alternative. With Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle, staying toxin-free is easy and affordable. Help stop the spread of toxins and stay healthy with Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle. Only available at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.